Hello and welcome to the Different Things gaming channel. So, if you don't know already, I have my regular channel called Different Things 2006, and I do a lot of engine experiments and repairing engines and messing around with them and stuff like that. But I also have a gaming channel, and so this is a game called Simpleplanes, and if you have not seen it, I'm gonna just do a very brief demonstration of what it's capable of and show some of the stuff I've been designing. Alright, so first off, I built this. It's actually for a school project I was working on. I had to make a business proposal of a new product, and the product I chose was an engine, an engine that hadn't been invented before. It was allowed to be fictional. So I made this 3D model in Simpleplanes of the engine. It's basically a rocket engine that spins a big turbine, and you can extract power from that turbine. So it's like a jet engine, except it carries its own oxygen and fuel tanks, pressurized, so you don't have to have a compressor and suck in ambient oxygen and whatnot. So it's more powerful and it's lighter weight than a jet engine. Alright. I also built, of course, this dragster frame to go around it. And right here you can see our speed. 640, I think it was. 640 miles an hour. It also has a cockpit interior. You can see we have our steering wheel. Down here we have our gas and our brake. And up here we have our speedometer, which works, and a fuel gauge, which also works. So Simpleplanes is an aircraft designing game where you can design, build from scratch your own aircrafts, and then with fairly simple parts, and then fly them and go on missions and whatnot. I've had the game for probably about 3 years. I recently got a new computer, so I'm still in the process of trying to transfer all my old builds to the new computer, so I don't really have any of them. But another thing I've been working on is some very strange looking stuff. I actually tried to design a real piston engine that functioned as a piston engine. So it's really not very effective, but this is just a jet to get it moving, and here's our actual piston, and it's gonna move in and out and crank this rod, which will then spin these large wheels, hopefully. Alright, now that's moving, I can turn off the jet. You can see it kind of goes backwards in other funny directions, but it kind of works. See, it's driving under its own power. You can turn it. Now it's kind of going backwards. This thing definitely needs tweaking. It's not very good at all, but you can see it kind of works. It was just an interesting idea I had one day. And then I also built another engine. So it uses little jets mounted on the ends of these rods to spin these rods around. And it has square tires, I know. That's for extra grip. And also I accidentally deleted the version that didn't have square tires, so it has 4-wheel drive, independent suspension, not really though. See, it kind of bounces around and uses, these are actually spinning these shaft, which is spinning these blocks here, which are acting as wheels. Nothing too impressive, just an interesting idea I was experimenting around with. I'm going to fast forward here. It's not very good at climbing things. into a bit of a hill, as you can see. Not very fast though. They also come with a whole lot of default aircrafts, like a brush plane, which looks pretty good actually. A MiG-21, or I don't know, is this MiG-21? I can't tell, but it's definitely a MiG. It's called the Hexa, but obviously they didn't want to name it after the real thing, but it's totally a MiG. We have little bugger, like a doom buggy of some sort. The kicking fish, which looks a whole lot like an F-16, I believe. We have our classic P-51 Mustang B and P-51 Mustang D. And a seaplane. We also have a beautiful looking twin prop. And the Vego, which is obviously the Harrier. With actual, in fact, I'm going to show you this. This is pretty cool. With actual vertical takeoff and landing capabilities, VTOL. There we go. I'm not an expert at flying these things, really not. But, I mean, that's pretty cool. You can take it off like a helicopter, and then when you want, you could start to switch this thing forward and start moving forward. Like I said, I'm not very good at flying this, but you can see now it's flying like a jet plane. Also comes with weapons. You can actually mount weapons onto things. I'll make a video as soon as I get all my old builds back, because I have a whole lot of really cool like weapon carrier things. And anyways, see, we have cannons, which sound kind of weird, but we have missiles and rockets. Alright, let's see if we can destroy these AA tanks down here. So I guess I'm going to try to use these rockets. The physics are mediocre physics as when it comes to flying. I think they're alright, especially considering that this is you design the stuff yourself. Alright. I'm using keys to control it, so it's pretty jerky. Alright, we got a rocket out, destroyed him, destroyed myself. That's loud, but as you can see, we destroyed one of these guys, and apparently another one. So, not a complete failure. But anyways, thank you for watching. This is the first video I've made on my gaming channel. I will be making more. I have other video games to show. And until then, see you next time. If you're interested in buying this game, you can easily go to the App Store and get it, or you can get it on Steam. It costs a little bit of money, but in my opinion, it's worth it. It's one of the best video games I've ever had. And if you like engineering and designing, you might enjoy this.